Good afternoon, everyone. I am David Sanchez Wells from Wells Global Solutions, and today I will explain you how to make use of the vehicle routing problem tool. If you don't have this tool, I will explain now how to download it. And on the other hand, if you are Spanish or you talk Spanish, please refer to the other video that I also recorded in Spanish so you can understand everything a bit better. Okay, so first I will explain how to download this tool. Just in case that you are not coming from the link in the email, I will explain you how to do this. First, you need to go to this link that is in my website. I will provide the link in the description of the video. And then you have to write here your mail, you write your first name, your last names, and then you just submit it. Once it will say, if everything is okay, it will say that now you can check your email. Here you can see that I just received this email, free route optimization tool and video tutorial for David. That's me. So when you click here, you get access to the resources. Here you will have the link to the tool, so you can just click on it and download. And here you will find the links to the video tutorials that right now I am recording. By the way, this tool has not been created by me. It's an open source tool, but I think that it's quite useful and it's not so well known. That's why I'm explaining this. So, well, once you download the tool, in this case, I have it here in my desktop. When you open it, you will find this. Something that I would like to also say is that probably as this Excel file includes macros, maybe you will have some security issues. In that case, you can solve them just by right-clicking, going to Properties, and then right here you will find Trust this file. Okay, just when you click it and then you apply, it will be trusted by your computer, so you can open the file and make everything work. This is the configuration page of the tool, and the first thing that you need to know is, well, you can change the language here, but I will keep it in English right now. And here you need to introduce your token. Okay, this token is coming from the Big Maps developers portal, and here you will find the link where you can go for it. Once you go to that link, you will find something like this. Okay, here you just need to click in sign in, then you sign in with your Microsoft account, and when you sign in with your Microsoft account, you will find exactly this one. Okay, so once you are here, you go to my account, my keys, and here you will have no key already. So you will need just to click here to create a new key. And once you have it, you just copy key and then just paste it here. Okay, that way everything will be set. Why do you need this key? This key is needed because the coordinates that will be used for calculating the distances need to be imported, and also the routings are going to be created by Big Maps. That's why you need this key. Well, and once you have this, everything is set up, and then we can go for the problem solving itself. So here we have a very basic case with one depot. Here it says that it has 10 customers. In this case, I will write 20 customers, and I will also make it a bit bigger so you can see it properly. Then you have, well, the different methods that will be used. Yes, we will be driving. Please look for the fastest route. The level of detail you can adjust. This is related to the visualization. The average speed, you can also set this. Number of vehicle types, in this case, I will only use one. If the vehicles return to the depot, etc. Okay, in this case, I will just let everything just like it is. The first thing that you need to do is to click here in locations and create the setup locations worksheet. All right, just created it right now. a bit of zoom. And as you can see here, what it is going to request me is to write all the addresses here. Okay, these are the addresses that you want to organize your routing for. In my case, I have already set that here in a file using different streets of my hometown of Parque Alcosa, which is my neighbor. So we go here. I think that if I select this and I paste, it will work. Yes, it works. So here I have all the addresses written. Then once we do this, we need to populate using the addresses. When I click, it says me that it will take 34 seconds and it will overwrite the data. So we continue and we will see here how all the numbers are being written right now. So we can see the longitude is really similar for all of them. And in this case, we don't see the number because it's too long, but you will see now that it's there. The number is there. And if we go below, we can see the points. This is very important to check if we correctly introduce the addresses, because in my case, even specifying the name of the street and the country, there were other similar places in the country, so I needed to specify not only the street, but also the postcode and then the country. And using these three different parameters, it worked. So here you can also establish if you have time windows. I will not use this. I just said that in Calle Elda, we will have the starting location. And I don't have any service time. This is not needed. And this is the pickup amount, just in case you need also to configure some pickup. And delivery amount, I will establish 1 for all of them. So I will need to deliver at least 1 unit in each of these places. All right, so everything is already set. So we can go now for the vehicles. Oh, sorry, the distances. Then we create the distances worksheet. Yeah, here we have all the possible combinations of distances. As we have 20 different locations, this is 442 different locations. So yeah, it's a lot. And now we go here, populate distances worksheet. This will make use of the Google Bing service to create the distances like if we were driving. So it will take like 40 seconds. And well, this is like one of the key steps, because when we try to create such a huge amount of distances, usually services like Google Maps, for example, they will ask us to have an API already set with them, and the number of calculations that they allow you to do is not very big. But in this case, you can see that all the distances and durations of the driving using the speed that we specified in the beginning are already written here. Okay, it makes sense, no? Everything was very close. So now we can go for the vehicles worksheet. All right, we only have one vehicle, as we stated in the first sheet, and we need to set its capacity. Okay, if we establish capacity 1, then it will be only able to deliver to one of these places. And by the having into account how we configure this, the vehicle will not go and then go back. Okay, we will need to configure it differently for that. So in this case, we will assume that the vehicle is able to perform all the deliveries. So the capacity is 20. Then here we can also create a set of parameters. If we want to also have into account cost, cost per unit, if we want to establish a distance limit, limit the working hours of this driver, etc. But in this case, we will not use it. And in this case, we will only say that we have only one vehicle like this. You could also say that you have capacity 1 and 20 vehicles like this, so they would all go one by one. Okay, that's how it should be made. But in this case, this is fine. And now we will check that the compatibility of this vehicle is correct. So as we can see, this vehicle can effectively deliver to all the customers. Then we can create a solution worksheet. Here is where we will see the results once we solve this problem. And at last, we can go and request engage VRP spreadsheet solver. So here is where we say, yes, please solve this problem, having into account all these points, the vehicles, etc. Okay, it will take 1 minute. In this case, the time that this is gonna take is established by me in the VRP solver console in the configuration sheet, and the longer, usually it would get a better solution, but you also need to take into account how complex this problem is, okay? So basically, if you have 400 points and routing them is very difficult, then in 60 seconds, you will probably not have a very good solution. But at least 1 minute is okay for a simple problem like this. So that's why I chose the default value that was 60 seconds. I consider it a nice amount of time for the problem to be solved. So very soon we will have the results. We can also see here that the LNS algorithm is running. And here it said, okay, it performed a lot of iterations, and the profit is negative in this case because we didn't establish any profit when performing the deliveries. So we can say, yes, please overwrite it. So here we have the departure times, the working times, and what was the load. So, and this is the routing. But we can also say, please, I want to see this. You accept the conditions, and this would be the map of the routing. All right. You can even animate this to see how it will work. As you can see, it comes out from the depot, it goes to number 1, then it goes, blah, blah, blah. It's really nice to see it. And you can also push the escape button, so it will go much faster, and you can see the whole routing that this algorithm just created for this problem. So there you go. And that is it, basically. Please play with the tool, play with the types of vehicles, the number of them, with the locations also. And I hope that this tool is useful for you. And just in case that you think that the problem that you need to solve is much more complex than this spreadsheet is capable of solving, please make me know. In West Global Solutions, we are experts in developing systems for optimizing not only logistics, but also production. We are experts in optimization related to business. So please check our website, westglobal.eu. I will also specify it in the description. And please feel free to contact me also in LinkedIn. Thank you so much. And I hope that this tool is really helping you. Bye bye.